A lot of legendaries are skyrocketing. People have just been buying so many towns. And the best three-pointer coming in, Legendary Curry, it's proven itself to be one of the most highly anticipated best cards coming in. They're valuing Triple J more than Wemby. Welcome back to another NBA Infinite weekly report, and every week on a Thursday we cover three things. First, the current events and updates. Second, the player market trends across all the different regions. And third, we're going to take a look at the top 10 leaderboards across all the different servers and see if there's any patterns or metas that we can pick up. If you want more NBA Infinite content like this, hit that subscribe button and let's dive right in. Part 1, events and updates. So first, to make sure you have the most recent update, you have to go into the App Store and click on the game itself and then click update. It won't automatically update when you open the app. And once you log in, you'll notice a few changes. And I have a dedicated update video where we go in depth into all the changes. But very quickly, the bottom row where the silver icons used to be, it now has words in there. So now you don't have to misclick on any of the icons wondering what it is. You can just clearly see what each icon is by the words down there. The next major change is that they added team recruitment. You could go ahead and recruit people instead of relying on autofill for teammates. And you can recruit by position. So if you go to team, and then you can go to recruit at the bottom. You can actually find teammates in a rank range. You can also put what position you want. And also, if you happen to solo queue, when it shows the stats at the end of the match, there's a new button called Quick Team Up, and they'll send an invite to your other teammates if available and have them to join your current team. I'm a big fan of this feature. If you know from my previous videos, I always highly recommend adding players that you have good chemistry with, because if you want to rank up, you need these types of streaks with good teammates. And having this find teammate feature increases those odds to get on those winning streaks. Next, there's a lot of events going on. It just gets rolled out over the next few weeks. You can see the full list in my previous video, and what's going on this week until the end of the month is Prime Collection Curry Camp, and the rewards are diamonds. Next week will be the Easter event where you can earn tickets and more diamonds. Next, we have an updated hoop draft this week for the next 7 days. We have Victor Wembanyama headlining the limited time epic players pool. You can also add Wemby into your wish list, and basically how this works is that you tap on the wish icon on the bottom and you add one of these players into your wish list slots down here. So by adding one of these players, by the 20th draw, you're guaranteed to get one of these cards. You can put 1 or 2 players into the wish list slots, and basically you're guaranteed to pull one of these by the 20th pull. And whenever you have 2 in here, they basically have double the odds. My recommendation is that you have 2 players in here, and once you get to the 19th pull, put 1 player in here, and I'm assuming you guys want Wemby. So you put Wemby only in here by the 19th pull, confirm, and then by the 20th pull, you're guaranteed to get them. And the player names available in this pool and their odds are listed here. Next in the hoop draft is the updated Game Changers pool featuring Jokic. There's 4 other legendaries that you can pull. First Jokic, Tatum, then Lillard, and Embiid. And the other players are listed here. There's also Wemby in here. Each pool, I just pulled one. I got a PG though. And if you want to buy tickets to the Game Changer pool, go to store and then you see featured, and you'll see each ticket will be 200 diamonds. And coming in on Friday, March 22nd, we have the new legendary Curry coming in. He's going to headline the Prime Collection, and Curry will feature a game high 951 max 3-point attributes. He'll probably have his own special move. My guess is that he'll have his own exclusive move dedicated to running off the ball, or maybe using off the ball screens somehow. And they made an update on the Prime Collection. They'll basically guarantee a R5 Steph Curry once you complete the table. They also made some adjustments to Jason Tatum based on his performance in IRL NBA this year. And I'll show all the changes on the screen right now. Feel free to pause. So they basically added 4 new skills. They increased his 3-point and rebound attributes, and they decreased his exclusive skills effects. They also nerfed the triggering of standing dunks. You guys might be victim of this if you play at the high ranks and you notice a lot of Embiid or Gobert who just stand under the rim and just spam their dunks. And this is the devs way of nerfing it. And the 3 changes to the standing dunks is that the standing dunks now require a long press instead of a short press. And if during a standing dunk, all defenders within the fence-shaped contested area are in a block attempt state, these defenders will be ignored, allowing for an unguarded standing dunk. And if there's any defenders within the fence-shaped contested area who has not attempted to jump and block, it will still be judged as a contested standing dunk. I never figured out how these dunk spammers work. Me and my team, we played a few games against them and they just run to the bottom of the net, catch the ball and just spam tap the shoot button so it's constant pump fakes, and eventually their standing dunk gets triggered, and I'm glad that they're making these changes. Now for part 2, the player markets across the different regions. And very quickly, thank you for the feedback that you guys have been giving me in the comments. Now I'm going to organize all the player markets into one section, which is part 2, and then part 3, we're going to look at all the top leaderboards in a separate section. So hopefully it's more organized that way. So now we'll start with North America. So Legendary Curry, who will be available on Friday, March 22nd, his pre-order price has gone up since the announcement earlier this week from 3.6 to 5.2, the best 3-point shooter in the game right now, going for almost 5.2 million pre-ordered. Next, Anthony Davis, I've been playing him a lot. He started at 3.3 earlier this week, and now he's gone up to 4.3. Lakers LeBron has also gone up. He started at 3.6, and now he's about 4.1. Legendary Durant, I've seen him picked up a little bit more often in the Hall of Fame matches, and he started earlier this week at 2.4, and he's gone up to 3.4. Kawhi Leonard started at 2.4 earlier this week and now has gone up to 2.8 million. Doncic also have gone up. He went from 2.2 and now he's at 2.7. Klay Thompson's also on pre-order. He's going for about 6.4 right now. Wemby just released and he was on pre-order for this whole past week, and his price has started at 200k and now has gone up to 600k right now. Trae Young started at 440k and now he's up to almost 600k. Kyrie also went up this week. He started at 440 and he's gone up to 560. Murray went up a little bit from 375 to now 410. JJJ, a very solid power forward, very underused, is sitting around 410k. Porzingis is about 385. DeRozan's about 380. Brown about 360. Ingram 360k. Draymond about 330, and you might also notice that the lower price cards that cost under 10k are also being on pre-order, and I believe it's because as more people rank up their cards, you'll need upgrading materials to level up those skills and moves. So once you run out of those materials to upgrade your skills, you have to use player cards, and these lower price cards give an excellent way to substitute your upgraded materials. Now for the players available, we have James Harden, and there's 5 James Hardens left in the player market, and they go about 5 million. Earlier this week, he was only for 3 million. Giannis is about 3 million. Jokic is about 2 million. Booker is about 1.4 million. Jason Tatum, who saw a buff just recently earlier this week, went from 1 million and now is about 1.3 million, and there's about 200 cards available for him. Embiid earlier this week was at 1 million and now he's going for 1.2 million. Lillard about 1 million. Towns saw a huge rise over the past couple weeks. He went from 420k to now just about 570k. Morant went from 420k to now 500k. Butler is about 455k. SGA about 375, Zion about 315, Paul George is about 300k, Gobert 320k. Bam has been a huge shocker to me just by playing him a lot, getting to the Hall of Fame ranks and keeping up with all the rebounds, his excellent 2-point mid-range shots, and especially with his strength and speed to keep up with all the legendary cards out there. Sabonis went from 180 to now 238. Drew Holiday saw a little spike earlier this week, but now selling around 200k. Halliburton is about 200k. Mark Cannon about 188. Mitchell about 170k. Fox about 162. Siakam 160. Julius Randle 130, and the 3 rookie cards Curry, Durant, James between 90k and 60k, Bogey about 30k, and Lopez about 24k. And the next player market we'll go into is South America. I just quickly refreshed the page and James Harden just sold for 4.5 million. Giannis is 3 million, Jokic is about 3.2, Booker 1.5, Tatum 1.3, Embiid 1.2, Lillard 1.1, Morant and Towns is about 500,000, Butler is about 390k, SGA 340k. Zion, I've seen a small trend of Zion being played more in Legends and Hall of Fame. I don't know if it's experimental or not, but it's he's going for 300k. Rudy Gobert 270. Paul George is staying steady just under 300k. Adebayo also seen a rise to 238k. Sabonis 230k. Halliburton 186. Fox 180. Holiday 180. Siakam 180. LaMelo Ball 150. His He's trending sideways now instead of going downwards like before. Markkanen 158k, Mitchell 154, and the three rookies Steph Curry, James, and Durant about between 100k and 64k. Lopez about 26k. So all the top legendaries are still very high. Wemby, same market reaction. Everyone has high expectations of him, and the best three-pointer coming in, Legendary Curry, it's proven itself to be one of the most highly anticipated best cards coming in. So now we're in Europe, and we're going to take a look at the pre-orders first, and then what's available. First, Legendary Curry about 5 million, Lakers LeBron about 4.7 million, James Harden about 4.2 million, Anthony Davis about 3.8 million, Jokic about 2.5 million. Legendary Suns Durant is about 2.5 million. Kawhi Leonard about 2.5 million. Wemby about 600k. Trae Young about 570k. Kyle Irving about 560k. Thompson about 560k. Porzingis 380k. DeRozan 345k. Murray 340k. Brown about 250k. JJJ 250k. Ingram 250k. Green 200k, and we got the lower price cards Rubio, Oladipo, and Simmons still being sold out on pre-order. Next, for the cards that's available, we have Giannis at 3.4, Jokic about 2.3, Tatum gone up as well, 1.4, almost 1.5. Booker 1.4, Lillard 1.2, Embiid 1.1. Towns is now seeing some record highs at 640k. Morant 465k, Butler about 430k, Zion about 355, SGA 335, Robert 330k, Paul George 310k, Adebayo also seen a small rise at 238k, Sabonis 238, Siakam just under 200k, Mitchell 192, LaMelo Ball also seen a rise at 178k, Drew Holiday 170, Fox about 170k, Halliburton 150k, and the three rookies Curry, James, and Durant are between 100k and 60k. Bogey 35k and Lopez about 30k. And now we're going to take a look at Asia's player market. And first we're going to look at the pre-orders. Legendary Curry's going for about 5.5 million. Lakers LeBron's about 5 million. James Harden is about 4.6 million. Anthony Davis going for 4.5 million. Doncic about 3 million. Legendary Durant about 3 million. Leonard about 2.8. Thompson about 680. Wemby about 600k. Trae Young about 580k. Irving 580k. JJJ 475, DeRozan 425, Murray 420, Porzingis 370, Green 360, Brown 350, Ingram 292, and we have cards under the 20k on pre-order. A lot of legendaries are skyrocketing. Next, for the cards that are available, we have Giannis at 3.2, Jokic at 2.1 million, Booker at 1.5, Embiid about 1.3 million, Tatum about 1.2 million, Lillard 1.1 million, Butler 430k, Morant 380k, Gobert 380k, Zion 330k, Paul George 300k, SGA 300k, Adebayo's going up as well, 246k, Sabonis 232k, Halliburton and Mitchell about 200k, Mitchell, Holiday, and LaMelo about 180k, Siakam 170k, Markkanen 164k, Randall 138k, and the three rookies Curry, Durant, James about between 60k and 55k, Bogey 37k, Lopez 34k. Now we're in the Oceanic/Australia region, and first we're going to look at the pre-orders. Legendary Curry has been sitting at 8.5 million, Leonard about 4 million, Jokic is 1.6 million, Trey 1.1, Kyrie about 1.1, JJJ is almost 800,000, holy. Murray about 630, Wemby 600k, Green about 570. Wow, in the Oceanic server, they're valuing Triple J more than Wemby. Yeah. Whoa, they're both power forwards, by the way. Rosen 465k, Ingram 395k, Brown 350, Brown 300k, Porzingis 280k, Sabonis 144k. And now for the cards that are available. Legendary Suns Durant is 7.3 million, Lakers LeBron 6.9 million, Anthony Davis 5.5 million, Harden 5.4 million, Giannis about 3 million, Tatum 1.3 million, also seen a rise, Booker 1 million, Embiid 800,000, Lillard 800,000, Thompson 800,000, Towns 540k, Butler 340k, Morant and Gobert 385k, SGA and Paul George 300k, Williams 220k, Drew Holiday, Adebayo, Halliburton about 180k, Mitchell and Randall about 120k, Fox 112k, LaMelo 108k, still going down as opposed to the other servers, which his is going up this week. Markkanen 100k, the 3 rookie cards Curry, James, and Durant between 100k and 60k, Bogey 35k, Lopez 17k.